Today I'm going to be talking about how to stay motivated during your weight loss journey. I have 5 tips for this. Let's begin with tip number 1 is to remember your goal. So for whatever reason you started your weight loss journey or your health journey or whatever, there must have been a reason why. So always remember that reason. So for example, in weight loss, a lot of people want to lose weight so they can look better, so they can attract a good looking partner, or so they can just look in the mirror and not feel bad, looking at like rolls and whatever, right? So stick pictures of you maybe when you were at a slimmer point, if you were ever slimmer. For me, I was never really that slim, so I never really put like pictures of me and stuff. So maybe you find some kind of celebrity, like, oh, I really want their body, and I obviously you're not going to get their exact body, but a rough estimate of like what you want your body to look like, right? Stick it on your fridge, stick it on your bedroom, in your bedroom, stick it next to the mirror, like wherever, right? So motivate yourself and just always remember the goal. Don't ever forget it, because that's what's going to drive you. So you're going to have to look into the goal, and you're going to have to be thinking of 5-10 years in the future, or depending on depending on what your goal is. It could be a short-term goal, so maybe you're already slim and you're already already slim-ish, and you're just looking to tone up, or get rid of 10 pounds or something. So keep your goal in mind, because you're going to have to look at that a lot, because it's going to be a long time. For me, I personally didn't need that, but I know it really helps some. So yeah, that's tip number 1. Remember the goal, remember why you did it. So yeah, tip number 2, always remember the why. So it's kind of similar to tip number 1, except for tip number 1 is where you want to be, and tip number 2 is why you want to be like that. So for example, for me, I had, well, not exactly health scares, but I had a few times where my heart was palpitating and things like that, and I was thinking, wow, because obviously if you've never felt a heart palpitation and suddenly your heart starts like fluttering, you think, shit, wait a minute, am I having a heart attack here? Am I gonna have a heart attack? Is my lifestyle going to cause me to die, under age 30 or whatever, right? So you have to think of the why. So for many of you, it might be you have grandkids and you want to live long enough to see your grandkids grow old. Well, not necessarily old, but like grow up at least, right? Let's say. Or you've just had a son, and you want to be able to play football, or be able to take your son to the theme park, without having to just sit down and be a drag. I mean, for me, one of the whys came in. I went with one of my friends to a racetrack, and I just thought, yeah, we'll get there and we'll be we'll be watching cars racing. No, it was basically walk, stand up all day. And of course, this wouldn't mean anything to me now. This would be just literally a walk in the park. But back then, it was such a struggle, like walking like all the distances, all the way around the track and things like that. And that made me think, wait a minute, I can't even walk around a bloody racetrack. Like, I need to get on. And of course, I wanted to look better as well. So always remember the why. Tip number 3. Find a buddy or a friend or someone who is in the same boat as you, to help you with your journey, keep you accountable. So maybe you've just started cycling or something like that, and you wanted to lose weight, and maybe you join a cycling club, and maybe there's a few other people with your goal in mind, let's say weight loss, and they're riding at the back. Ride at the back with them, talk to each other, motivate each other. Maybe your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, or your husband, whatever, has just started wanting to lose weight as well, and do it together, you know, go on runs in the morning. If one of you doesn't feel like it, kick the other one up the ass to get them on, right? One of you might not be like, oh, I don't really feel like running today, or cycling, or getting up even, you know, the other one can be there to help you. So not only that as well, you might want to, you know, go out and eat some bad foods or whatever. The other one can be there to like motivate you. No, keep on track, you know, you're doing well. So yeah, and if you can't do that, then you're gonna have to, in kind of a strong way, like coach yourself almost, like keep yourself on track. So you're gonna have to say like, is this what I'm doing now gonna help me, right? So if you're thinking, oh, you know, I'm really craving some like pizza, or you know, some like unhealthy kind of foods, right? And you have to think to yourself, is this going to get me to the goal of where I want to be? And if it's not, and if it's only going to give you 5 minutes of enjoyment, but it's going to set you back a week or 2 weeks or whatever, so essentially if you've got to bust your ass off on the bike for another week, and you've got to eat really clean for another week just because you ate pizza on the weekend, is that 5 minutes worth it? So yeah, you will have to kind of motivate yourself as well. Tip number 4, I can't do this for some reason. Tip number 4, join like motivational Facebook groups and stuff. It doesn't have to be Facebook, but like any groups online, right? So you have these groups where everyone's like, yeah, we're in it together, we're losing weight together, and they're posting the meals, or they're posting that they've just done a 5-mile run, and oh wow, this is the fastest I've ever gone, you know. Join these kind of groups, because for me this is something I never needed to do, but for some of you out there, especially going back to tip number 3, if you are alone and you don't have a buddy system, or you know, kind of like a friend who's either in a similar journey to you, something like that can really help you. So that can be fantastic. So yeah, find some like-minded groups. It could be Facebook groups, so you could join some kind of like motivational Facebook group where everyone's like in it together kind of thing, and you can post, you know, if you're having a bad day and oh no, you know, I really wanted to go and eat that bad food today, and you know, you can post that, and then you'll have people, oh, don't do it, you know, stay strong or whatever, right? It sounds so cheesy, but these sort of things work, and this is why people set them up. I might even in the future think about setting my own like Facebook group up. I had a Facebook page, but I might think about setting a Facebook group up or something like that. So let me know in the comments and give this video a like if you're interested in that. Tip number 5, surround yourself with loads of motivational books, podcasts, things like that. So there's so many like self-help books out there where they're kind of like getting you to throw away the excuses, get rid of things like that, get rid of excuses, and how staying motivated. And you know, you can, and also as well, there's many people out there, me for example, who have been there, done that, you know, who've gone through the weight loss journey or fitness journey or whatever, and they've got results. So, and just typical people as well. I'm not talking about like the athletes and people like that. I'm talking about like average Joe, who's, you know, was 400 pounds and just one day just decided to get off the sofa and do it, you know, watch their videos. Because let's be honest, if I can do this, anybody can. There's nothing special about me. The only thing that you could say is special is my mind, right? My mind like pushed me to do all of this, and it's the mind that guides you. So essentially you need to let the mind guide you, and you need to if looking at a load of audiobooks and things like that, listening to them and watching motivational videos is going to help you, then do it, because at the end of the day it's going to be fantastic for you to keep on track and keep yourself motivated essentially. So this has been my 5 tips on how to stay motivated during a weight loss journey. So I hope this has been helpful. If you have any more tips, feel free to put them in the comment section below. If you've liked this video and it's given you any value, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video, everyone.